MalaysianPayGap is this Instagram feed that caters to people who are kepochis enough to know about other people's salaries. Basically, you have a whole bunch of different stories about how much people get paid in their own industry right here. Everything is self-submitted and you just DM your job, age, race, gender, how many years, job location, academic qualifications, and your salary. Admin converts all those into posts and then you, kepochis, get to see what you were looking for. If you're wondering whether there are a lot of kepochis or not, there are a lot. This page grew from 0 on February 22nd, 2022 to 144.
A few moments later.
Okay, you get the point, it's going quick.
Partly because of a shout out from Suraya, but mostly because it's something that we can all relate to.
High and increasing cost of living, not happy with pay lah, no increment although your company can afford it.
Blah 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 blah.
I think MPG as a project is pretty cool because it's kind of like Glassdoor except with a social media community aspect. So like maybe it helps you to negotiate a raise if you feel that you're underpaid. The picture isn't going to be complete.
Just because you feel that you're underpaid doesn't mean that you actually are.
Although, there are definitely some people who are underpaid here on MPG. MPG is not going to account for people who don't use Instagram, unless you were thinking 40 to 50 something year olds who are just casually browsing Instagram all day. I would say take it as a guide or a matter of interest, but not like a piece of absolute capital T truth. Sometimes I find it hard to judge any one situation because you don't really know the person who actually posted. You also don't really know the situation with the employer.
But still,
one thing that I do consider really amazing about MPG is support from across both employers and also employees that you can see right here in the comment section. The MPG community is actually pretty supportive and sharing stories about their experiences in the Malaysian workplace. I think it helps us to develop empathy towards the people around us by getting to know the actual situation of the other human beings who are living in our world. But moving away from just empathy though, some people even get new career opportunities as a result of MPG. It's really interesting to look at unconventional opportunities in the market that you can potentially use in order to expand the horizon of your career. In an earlier era, it would have been easier to say, Malaysia, if you want an extremely high salary, get to the top of the corporate ladder. Migration is a thing, and some people feel forced to choose between their financial future and their homeland. Let's break that assumption. So while scrolling through MPG one fine day, I found this post. Web3 engineer DeFi, 27 years old, degree in computer science, $9,000 US, 38,000 ringgit per month. Very nice. For context, right? Your average senior manager will get probably about like 20k thereabouts in Malaysian ringgit.
And also,
this is not necessarily the highest professional rate that you could get for DeFi standards. Like if you were a really good DeFi engineer, you could probably make upwards of like 100,000, 200,000 US dollars. You can either interpret this as this is a very good job, or you can interpret that as Malaysia sucks. At least we have nasi lemak. But however you see it, it is to say that it's actually possible for you to find opportunities like these or to actually seek them out. You can actually get a really good position and be based in Malaysia if you just have the initiative to hustle yourself into a position even halfway around the world. The economy has changed and you don't have to rely upon having your resume seen within the shores of your home country. And I guess it's a reminder to anyone watching that helping people can actually pay off in the most random ways. So this next one right here, wow. Private tutor, 5 years, degree in chemical engineering, master in education, 29 years old, 27,000 ringgit per month. Ooh, yo, not bad. 7 days a week, approximately 8 to 9 hours a day. By conforming essentially the circumstances of your work. You can, in fact, create a better living for yourself while living in this country, but that's it. You know, if what he's telling us is actually true, then like that is a very unrealistic workload. It is very bad for your mental health. And if it's not actually that level of workload, then it does mean that he is probably exaggerating just a little bit. And I see that tendency to exaggeration as part of the dark side of Asian society.
You will never be enough.
Which brings us to some of the negatives of MPG in general. First off, alongside support, you're also going to get people trying to find validation or trying to flex you're gonna see happiness and human depression coexist as well. Kepochis, judging people for their career decisions. Of course, we know that comparison is the thief of joy, but it's hard not to compare when comparison is a click of a mouse button away. On this platform, I think that the criticism the Vulcan post mentions is one that is valid. We don't know who this person exactly is, and we kind of have to just take it at face value that they're not going to do anything bad with the data. The founder does claim that the DMs are going to be deleted in the course of a single day, and I don't necessarily have a reason to disbelieve that, but even if the founder doesn't do anything bad with the data, who's to say that maybe the account one day won't be hacked and used for nefarious ends? But that's it. I think it's a great initiative overall that opens up hard questions about how we want to run the economy and also the future that we want to build for ourselves. It's entirely possible that the decisions that we're making in this economy over the next couple of years will recreate a Malaysia where people just think the only way to survive is just to migrate out of the country. But I think that an alternate future is possible. One where we can somehow form a work culture that promotes a better deal for future generations of children who are born in Malaysia, so that they won't think to themselves, I need to migrate in order to have a happy life. But at the same time, it's not so simple as just blaming employers for paying too little in wages or blaming the government alone for implementing the wrong economic policy. At the end of the day, being able to make Malaysia a place where people will be proud to work requires a long-term economic strategy as well as investment, and it's going to integrate education, culture, mindset, and everything. At the end of the day, I'm uncertain about whether MPG is really going to be the catalyst to all of that, but what I am certain of is that it will at least help more people become more woke about their opportunities in life, and at the very least, when that annoying uncle asks you at Chinese New Year, hey boy, how much you make? Then you can just say, aye uncle, just go read MPG. Alright, that's it. Thanks.